You know, and all of us know that during this pandemic caused by the COVID-19 virus, it's difficult for us to be able to interact openly, especially for offline classes. Many private and government schools have started online class due to the school being closed during the lockdown. In fact, before the situation arrived, many of the schools government held online class. And now that almost all schools and colleges are using online modes for studying or teaching, there are many points of views regarding the same, positive as well as negative. So, what do you think is more effective? Online class or offline class? And if you don't like one of them, why? Because you don't know the benefits yet. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I'd like to deliver my speech entitled Online Class versus Offline Class. Online and offline class have differences in terms of understanding advantages or disadvantages and other interesting facts. So, let's start off with the basics and define exactly what online and offline class means. First, let's talk about online class. Online class is a very flexible learning system that allows students to study solely via the internet on their phones. The online class have taken center stage in students' life now. Despite the lockdown, many schools have taken timely steps to continue the flow of education by holding online class for students. Interestingly, the online class have a good effect on students during lockdown. And then we have the offline class. Offline class means that students need to go to school and have a class with the teacher face to face. During the offline class, students only need to sit and interact with the teacher and friends. Ladies and gentlemen, we know that online and offline class have something in common, namely learning. So, what about the difference between online and offline class? There are many various differences between online and offline class. First, the location of the learning process. With online learning, the students are required to go to school or something like training or college. With online learning, the class can be conducted from practically anywhere in the world. The students simply need to log on the internet from their home. Second, the student-teacher interaction. In an online setting, students listen to long lectures and take notes, sometimes easily get bored and might doze a little. With online learning and new technology teaching techniques such as interactive whiteboards and videos, for example, students engage with the class and activities given by the teacher. So, I already said about the difference between online and offline class. Now, are you curious about the advantages and disadvantages of online and offline class? I think you are. So, let's talk about the advantages and the disadvantages of online class first. There are several the advantages of online class. First, time flexibility. The online class have huge time flexibility that impacts both teacher and students. They can start their classes based on their comfort time zone. Second, cheaper than offline class. Third, available 7 days a week. The online class will give you knowledge. Even if the teachers aren't available, you can play the records to join the class and study material that you can access anytime and anywhere. And also, there are several disadvantages of online class. First, isolating. Isolation means separating ourselves from society. Second, no interpersonal skills development. Interpersonal skills are the verbal and non-verbal behaviors and reaction to interaction with other peoples. They affect your ability to build relationships and make impression on others in social situations like communication, self-confidence, organization, and leadership. Third, information overload. Information is coming to our brain at high speed. We have data, but we don't have time to analyze which thing is wrong and right for us. So, too much information in the brain of learner doesn't provide space to think creatively, use imagination power, and thinking on the answer of teachers. Next, there are several the advantages of offline class. First, face-to-face interaction. Second, competitive atmosphere. Third, individualized monitoring. What about the disadvantages of offline class? Okay, so the disadvantages of offline class is the travel consideration. Those who must have long distances to get to school must allot enough time to arrive on time, particularly in instances in which inclement weather is involved. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about online and offline class? Is online just as effective as offline class? For me, there is no definite answer to this question, only because the efficiency being online or offline all depends on one's motivation and drive to success. Both online and offline class have benefits and shortcomings, and that is exactly why an education including both system in a program with the use of technology would indeed create a very powerful education. Ladies and